European 162, what's your emergency?
We have 7500.
Open the door!
Over the years, there have been a number of plane hijacking films. How is 7500 different?
You hear about a plane hijacking film and your mind instantly goes to, a Hollywood thriller where there's like a hero beating up bad guys and you get to cheer for the hero at the end. And this really couldn't be more different from that. I think in real life, there aren't real heroes and there aren't real villains. Nothing is that simple, and we all have a tendency to oversimplify things like this and bring a lot of prejudice to the way that we view stories like this. I'm really proud to be a part of this movie, which doesn't treat it that way at all. This is not a Hollywood popcorn movie. It's not a thriller. It's something a lot more complicated and I would say subtle than that, where every character is a complicated human and every character is flawed and every character is relatable and there is no simple ending. I love a good popcorn film as much as the next person, but also sometimes I want to watch, dare I say, a work of art. And I think Patrick has really done that here, and I'm proud to be a part of it.
I'm sorry, but you know that under no circumstances you are allowed to let into the cockpit.
This film is set almost entirely in the cockpit of an airplane. Can you talk about the challenges of telling a story without moving from a confined space?
The most challenging of shooting something or telling a story just from one space is really I think for me is in the writing process, because you don't have any opportunity to go outside to change the scene. You always have to keep it inside of this one place and you have to still make it realistic. And that was not that easy because you don't have so many opportunities to change the location or to bring in something new. You're stuck with what you started.
Let her go. Please, I beg.
Well, shooting this movie is different than any acting I've ever done, honestly, and I've done it a lot. But Patrick's whole approach is geared towards letting the actors immerse themselves in the story way more than conventional filmmaking ever allows you. Normally, you do your best to stay true to a character, but ultimately you have to also do all these technical things. Like you have to stand on a piece of tape on the floor, your mark, so that the camera hits you right and the light hits you right, and you have to do the same scenes over and over again while they change the camera angles. And Patrick's technique is just to kind of strip all of that away and let you just be, and it's a fascinating experience as an actor.
They don't have guns. They don't have knives. If you work together, you can beat them.
Joseph, one last thing. Inception is celebrating its 10th anniversary this summer. They're actually re-releasing the film.
I know.
I have to ask you, how do you interpret the ending?
How do I interpret the ending? Yeah, I'm not going to tell you that. But I'm glad you asked, and I'm really thrilled that the movie's coming back. Chris Nolan started with small movies, kind of like 7500, smaller things that were really intense and less the huge Hollywood spectacle and more about kind of a very particular artistry. And I actually, in many ways, see a lot in common between Chris and Patrick, and I'm honored to be in his first film. This is his first feature film. And I think he's gonna go on and do lots of great movies.
It's okay, you're gonna be alright!